What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back for a live match reaction. That was tough work, wasn't it? Tough work. Leeds United get the win, get the 3 points. Leeds United 1, QPR 0. The only disappointing thing for me today, always take the points, always take the win and move on, of course, is that we didn't do more. We didn't get more. We should have been a lot more clinical. We should have we should have tested Begovic a lot more in this game. And it's disappointing that we only won one. But listen, we'll take the 3 points and move on. But it was a boring game. I gotta be real. But you know what? We'll take the boring 1-0 win at this stage. Before I get into it, please hit a like on the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and of course drop your comments below. Thank you to Mr. P on the last video who donated on the super thanks. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, Diggler, another clean sheet. Yeah, I mean, but you know what? QPR, and listen, I hope there's no QPR fans that take offense to this, but you really shouldn't. Did they turn up just to not get fined? What, like, why did they turn up? Like, seriously, it was an absolute nothing performance. If I was a QPR fan today, I'd be devastated at what they put out today. Even when they went 1-0 down, you would never have thought they were 1-0 down. They were still wasting time taking throw-ins. Begovic was taking his time, goal kicks and everything else like that. Really weird, really weird. But listen, we'll take that and move on. We'll take that. Steve the search saying labored when Bamford did dive. Yeah, we'll talk. This isn't going to be a long one today. I'll be real with you. The game there's nothing much to get into it in terms of things. There's just a few points that I feel that we could improve on going forward. But look, that's 1 win out of 2 this week. I expect the second on Saturday, 100%. So why was Shawn Michaels in the QPR dugout? Yeah, Gareth Ainsworth. Listen, it hasn't been good. And it's like I said in the preview, I know that games are going to be tough, and even we made this one tough today, but that is a win all day long against that QPR team. They're awful. They're absolutely awful. So we were rightfully the winners today, but I wish we could have scored more. That's the only thing. Yeah, Millenchip, I agree with this 1-0, but we weren't that good. The one thing that stood out for me, and I want you to let me know if you agree or not, is that when we got to the final third, everything in between was good. But once it got to the final third, whether it was Somerville, whether it was Anthony, whether it was Jorginho, whether it was Perot, they all wanted 2, 3 touches before finally releasing the shot. And sometimes you just have to go for it. And when the opening's there, take it. But they were waiting for that perfect angle, perfect time. And I just feel like if we got off a few more shots, I feel like we would have won by a much bigger scoreline. Mr. P saying we needed to put this game to bed and struggled. Yeah, it wasn't until 66 minutes. And I know they had one little breakaway in the first half where it went across the goal, but it wasn't until the 66th minute with Ilias share from range when he put it straight down Melier's throat where they actually had a shot. They were diabolical today, absolutely diabolical. Awful team. It's like I said in the preview, we had nothing to worry about with QPR. And I just feel like this could have been one of those games where we are going to hand someone a beat in this season. This could have been it tonight. Matt here saying, boy, oh boy, what a dull watch. Take the points and move on. We are static in the final third and not taking enough risk. Too safe. It's a win, though. Yeah, Matt, perfect description of tonight. 100% take the win. I don't want people to, for me to sound like I'm downplaying the victory, because I absolutely love that we've won the game. I just feel like we need to just show something, especially after that Southampton game, of just some intent of we are a wounded animal. We're absolutely cheesed off, and we're going to take it out on QPR today. And we didn't really do that, unfortunately. Carl Brown with a super chat. Thank you so much, Carl, for your support. Mr. Ripper saying, why is Perot playing so deep? Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. We need to see him further up. There was a few times today where the ball did go across and there was no one there in the box, whether it was Jorginho or Perot. And there was some good work. I did like the combinations down the left in the first half between Byram, Anthony, and Jorginho. I thought they were linking up really well. But again, it's up until a certain point, and then once that point comes, we're just not clinical enough, people. We're just not ruthless enough, and I think that's the concerning thing about tonight. Great to get the 3 points. Let me not get that buried, but I think we could have done more. Karen here saying 3 points, clean sheet, 6 plays, good day at the office. Yeah. Oh, Vega, yeah. Archie, Amps, and Roden Strauss pairing solidified their starting spots. Yeah, that's another thing as well. Archie and Ampadu today, especially Ampadu. I think it's kind of getting boring talking about Ampadu's brilliant performances, but he was exceptional yet again. You know, anytime QPR did finally try and get a nosebleed and go up the pitch, Ampadu was just there and mopping it up. Roden's presence again, he was just a calming influence. And you saw Strauch, you saw Melier just calm at the back again, just calm. Unlike the previous game against Southampton, where everyone looked like they were so nervous and were working for two people. So that is good. And it's obvious that Strauch and Roden are our first choice. Even Strauch today, when he was defended up higher around the left back spot, he was winning the ball up high and setting off counter attacks today. He was good today in the limited things that he had to do. Darren, yeah, Roden quick, he was superb, and there was a few too many back passes to Melier at some stage though with Joe, but you can just see what he does when he's driving forward, and even when he drove forward and had to pass it back sometime, he stayed up and then got the ball back and put it out to the left to Byram. I just it doesn't make any sense. Just keep playing him as long as he's fit. Just play him. He is our best centre back at the football club, 100%. Mr. Tom saying 5 clean sheets in 6 is this Leeds United. It 100% is, but we just have to keep the momentum rolling and keep the wins coming because like I said on the preview, we've been unbeaten in 6 up until Southampton, but there was some draws in there. We need to get some wins on the bounce in order to close the gap on the top 2. Because listen, I saw, I keep saying about Ipswich failing, but man, did you see it? What Ipswich's goal yesterday from the goalkeeper to the striker? Beautiful football. It looks like they're running on that momentum that they've built from getting promoted, and we just have to close the gap on the top 2, and we've got the quality to do it. They just need the application and ruthlessness to go with it. Tanya here saying QPR commentators were saying Strike is premier quality. Look, yeah, look, he was. I give him full credit today. He was really good today, but it was nice to see him back. But I want to see him do that without Joe Roden with him. But keep them together as long as possible. Keep them together as long as possible. I did worry when Roden went down and he was rolling around a bit, but obviously he's fine. He's Welsh, as Daniel Farke would say. He came back, no problem. Caspadino saying can't see Leicester not win the league. Yeah, 100%. I think it's them and somebody else. Parrot House with the super sticker. Thank you so much. Bob T saying Pascal, my player of the match at the back, and Anthony, my pick out the forward line. Cree was class, but they kept him a bit too quiet for me to give him it. Yeah, and listen, even with Somerville, and let's just talk about the goal. Byram keeping it in, wonderful stuff by Byram yet again. Just proving his worth as a free transfer. I think he's kind of outperformed his transfer value, if that makes sense. He kept it in, and Rutter with a beautiful ball into Somerville. Nice finish. And I thought we was just going to get it rolling from there, but that was a good goal. I know what you're saying about Crescencio Somerville, because he was the same as the others. There was times when he could have released the ball quicker to either Ailing or Rutter on the right, but he just kept the ball a little bit and was winning the free kicks in that instance, which is fair. But I feel like we could have been on the counter much quicker if Cree had just released the ball a bit quicker at times. But look, we've got the 3 points, and I guess that's the main thing. I will say though, yeah, listen, Ryan, and this is what I'm saying. Nonto and Spence. When Nonto went out, I had a few comments saying, "Listen, it doesn't really matter about Nonto going out because we've got squad depth. Nonto makes a huge difference in this team, 100%." So after the international break, he's back. He comes back in for me, 100%, no problem. And Jed Spence, because listen, I'm not going to go on about it too much, but in the first half, there were times when a particular player was getting the ball and just losing it every time. His passing was woeful. There was a chance near the end of the half where if he had just controlled it, maybe he could have had a shot and scored, or if he could have played it back. And he just miscontrolled it, man. It's just painful to watch at this stage with Luke Ayling in the team. But look, when Jed Spence is back, I fully expect him to be the starting right back, 100%. Mr. P saying Rutter and Somerville, what a combo, but Cree needs to release the ball a bit quicker. 100% agree. Clean sheet is saying as soon as people make peace with the fact we'll probably be in the playoffs, the better. This is a building season for me. There's no building season. Clean sheet. it's like I said in the preview, you don't assemble the squad that we have. You don't spend the money that we've spent in this season, in this transfer window. You don't loan a player for a million plus to build. That it's just not possible because the club know. If you look at Watford, you look at West Brom's teams, you see the deterioration in the teams in the squad. It just becomes normal, becomes like a regular championship squad. And the 49ers don't want to be here. The investors of 49ers don't want to be here. They want promotion this season. They definitely want promotion this season. You don't get the players that we have in it just to make up the numbers. Russ is saying not enough shots on target. Yeah, you know what? Let's just quickly get into that. Let me get into that. And while I'm just getting this up, please hit a like on the video. There's over 600 of you here. Thank you for joining me. As you can probably hear, I'm not 100% myself, but if you can hit the like, it would really mean a lot. So thank you for that. Okay, so listen, let's just go through some quick stats here. 9 minutes. I felt like we was going to go on cruise control after that. We should have got more. We should have got more. That's the story of the day for me, though. We should have won this by a lot more. But look, this here, 3 shots on target out of the 16. That's just not good enough. And I don't want people to hear. I don't want people to go, oh, look, don't complain about a win. But you have to think about this going forward. QPR, I don't even think QPR turned up in first gear today. So if a team had come to Elland Road tonight and played in second gear, would we have got the win? Who knows? But I need that figure to be a lot better than it is. 16 shots, but they weren't of high quality, were they? Begovic was hardly worked, and 3 on target. Yeah, that doesn't do it for me. Liam B though saying job done, KG, no more to be said. Okay, cool. Then there's no more to discuss for you, Liam. I'll see you later. I mean, a lot of people talk about Bamford's dive. I mean, we'll get into that in just in a moment. Possession, yeah, we had more of the ball. I mean, it wasn't even close. And that takes us up to 6 people. 16 points, level with West Brom. I know Norwich. I think they fell behind today. They were ahead against. I don't even know who they played. Was it Swansea? Well, they lost the game anyway, 2-1. So that takes us up into the top 6 ahead of the game against Bristol City, who are currently winning 2-1. But yeah, listen, we'll take that. We're where we not want to be, but where we should be in terms of this table. But you see this already. It's 10 games gone. The games they're just going by. They're just flying by like that. Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. Listen, you know what the worst thing? I don't know what you guys were watching it on, but I was watching it again on the Sky, the Now TV bonus thing, and you don't get a replay, man. You do not get a replay with that system. And the camera work, like I say, it's like work experience people doing it. But yeah, Pete, I'm kind of with Pete here. Why people complain about Bamford getting one of their players sent off? The game is the game. It's gamesmanship. I 100% agree with Pete. Let's just hope QPR don't try and ask for this game to be replayed like certain clubs, eh? um, yeah, Sky Red Button. Yeah, if that's the same, if it's the same thing for you, man, it's terrible. Jack saying that commentator was so upset, referred to him as cheating Bamford. I didn't hear that. I had the Sky commentator, and they didn't say that. They didn't say that. SJ44 saying after that early goal, QPR were there to be taken apart. 100% they were. 100%. Not sure, like I say, not sure why they turned up today. Maybe it was just to avoid a fine, but yeah, they were not good today. Matt Goodall saying we are comfortable in possession, but seem to struggle to move the ball quick enough to carve teams open. It's safe, slow, and steady. I completely agree with that. And it doesn't matter who gets it, does it? Apart from the goal that we scored, everything else is just labored build up. You can telegraph what we're going to do at times. And against this QPR team today, no man, we should have done way better than what we did. Let's listen. When Bamford, yeah, I was just about to say, Anto, when Bamford came on, and he got Begovic sent off. Begovic was obviously fuming as he should have been. But why did he take the free kick? And I tell you what, it gave me the flashback to when we had a penalty and Rodrigo was on the pitch against Newcastle, give us a chance to go 2-0 up. And the leadership group decided that Bamford should take it. I don't know. When has he ever scored a free kick? Maybe I'm not remembering, but I just don't recall him ever scoring a free kick, and he just goes straight into the wall. He tried to get a little cheap one against Lyndon Dykes in goal. I respect it. I do respect that, but when has he ever scored a free kick? Yeah. So yeah, and Jim saying, "Oh God, what a terrible memory it is." Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go on about because I don't really want to talk about these players. The ones I'm talking about, but just hearing the song for him every time he got the ball, man, he was a big reason why we got relegated, man. But yeah, anyway. Um, Kevin is saying Bamford did pull rank. Yeah, I just don't see him as the free kick taker. But listen, it is what it is. With the game's done now, isn't it? Lewis saying need some youngsters to fight the rank leadership mentality. I don't know that. I don't think anyone's got it in them. And we're already hearing Farke with the sound bites about Leeds legends and everything else like that. It's yeah. I just feel like we're gonna be stuck forever with these guys. Honestly, they're never gonna go. Um, let's have a look. Lodi saying glad he put Cresswell over Cooper on at the end, but felt it was a bit disrespectful for 2 minutes. Uh, I don't know about disrespectful. I think it was just because QPR started to play once they were down to 10 men, which is always the case. And plus, I think Danny Farker was just thinking, we bet with 10 men, we're only 1-0 up. We better not concede in this game. And they just had a chance, didn't they? Melier made a good save at the end. They were starting to creep into the game. And I think Danny Farker was just saying, look, let's shut this up and move on with the 3 points and move on to Bristol City. Becchio's bulge here, tremendous. I hear you about he's a big reason as to why we got relegated, but he's a big reason why we went back up in the first place. And I don't rate Bamford. I mean, the, the thing is with comments like this is when do you stop that credit? And even then, in that season, let's not forget there was a period when we had Eddie Nketiah on loan, and we was begging Bielsa to put Eddie Nketiah in because Bamford just couldn't score. He got 16 league goals in that year that you're talking about here, and Carlin Grant at Huddersfield, who finished 15th that year, got 19. And we used to create 40 chances a game with under Bielsa. So it's all well and good keep saying stuff like that, but that time is gone. Even Daniel Farker mentioning he's got an England cap and all that. That's a long time ago now. Football moves on. I just don't feel like you and other people have moved on. But listen, it is what it is. I mean, Michael Ricketts got an England cap too. It is what it is. um, let's have a look. Yeah, exactly, Jamie. I mean, but look, a lot of you who've been long-term subscribers of mine, you're smart enough to know all this stuff anyway. I don't need to keep repeating it. Uh, Eamon here saying Somerville is good, but so selfish it cost us goals. Like I say, you could have released it a bit more a few times, but yeah. Yeah, David Nugent as well, 1 goal, and he actually scored in his cap as well. Matt C saying, don't think Farker rates Gelhart. He needs to move on. Yeah, it's not really working out, is it? It's not really working out for Joe Gelhart. He's not really getting any time. Even Paveda was a sub before Gelhart today. But if they're not good enough to play, then they can't play here. And that should be the way it is. But obviously, we know that rule doesn't apply for everybody. But hey, it is what it is. Jamie here, Somerville could have had a second, missed the tap in. Yeah, that's the one with the first half, isn't it? When Anthony and Jorginho combined, and then Somerville, I think he smashed it. Did he smash it over, or did it hit a defender and go over? Can't remember. But yeah, that should have been another one. But that's what I'm saying. We need to be more clinical in these games. Uh Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Like I say, people, there isn't really a lot to talk about today. In all fairness, there really isn't. So I'm not going to go on too long today. We've still got another preview for the Bristol City game to come. So join me for that, and then of course the Bristol City match reaction too. And hopefully that game is a lot more interesting than the one tonight. Is there any other points anyone wants to make that hasn't been made already? Donna here saying we were wasteful. Correct. Anthony looked good. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he looked all right. I mean, he was combining well with Jorginho, but again, I think you could have lumped every one of our forwards in today where they needed two, three touches before they released a pass or a shot, and it's just frustrating in that way. Would you keep him ahead of Dan James? Hey, DJ. Um, Sammy is saying a win is a win, but I do think some things do need to change. Fair, fair. Clean sheet saying Ailing in the first half was so bad. He was. That's correct. Jamie Lowe saying Perot very quiet again. You know, I'm seeing a lot of vim for Joel Perot lately, man. I said, oh, people are getting onto Perot a little bit, but I'm not there yet. I know when he's not scoring goals, he's very, very quiet. I think I even said in a match reaction a few match reactions ago that I didn't even notice he was playing at some stage. But with Joel Perot, he's one of those where he might not do nothing for 50, 60 minutes, but he will come up with a goal. But also, he has to get service too. And if he's not playing as our focal point as a striker, which he isn't at this point in time, then yeah, I feel like what else can he do? He's not going to really go past three players and score a cracker. I don't think he's that kind of striker. We've seen him. He goes to the back post. He's a box striker in essence. So maybe you just need to fashion out more chances just a little bit quicker. But I'm not on Perot yet. It's way too early for that. Um, yeah, Jamie here saying, as long as he keeps his goals coming, I'm happy to be honest. And so far, his numbers to games for us are good, and that is true, Jamie. That is 100%. You, as long as they score goals, that's all you care about. But obviously, if he goes on a drought and he's still performing the way he is, then you do have to ask questions. But I'm not worried about Joel Perret at this stage. I think he'll probably score against Bristol City. How about that? Um, Oh wow. Thomas saying our pancake wristed keeper actually looked decent again. God bless Melier. Yeah. No, he was good. He was good in what in the very, very little he had to do. He did not have to do a lot, but he kept his concentration, I should say, at the last minute and kept QPR out, thankfully, because if we had drew this game, by the way, that would have been a disgusting result. Absolutely disgusting. But we got the 3 points. Clean sheet here. Do you have faith in Farke KG? This question is coming up a lot, and I'll be honest, I don't even see it on social media, and that's where I usually think you'd see it. It's been more on my my match reactions and stuff. I do, I do have faith in him at this point in time. Like I say, the last couple press conferences haven't been good. The first one though was due to the questions from the journalists, which weren't good questions. But then this last one, where he was talking about certain players, the way that he was, it sounded very Jesse Marsh like. Which people love my Jesse Marsh impression. Shout out to you guys. But it all depends on his actions. For me, he did it again today. He talked up Liam Cooper in the pre-match press conference, but he dropped him. But now we got to see what he does against Bristol City, because anyone with two eyes can see that Strauch and Rodon at this point in time are our best centre back partnership. But we'll see what he does. His actions always speak louder than words to me in football anyway. Yeah, Lewis saying here Farker's words that matches action, so it's okay. But John Knox saying Farker was poor against Southampton. He was. McAllister Bishop here just on Perot saying players can't score every game. Give him a chance. Perot is a great forward. I'm with you, McAllister, at this point in time. Vega, though, saying I'm not convinced by Fark. I like him, which troubles me even more. Yeah, he's very likable. He's very charismatic, isn't he? With the way that he talks to a point. But when you start, yeah, never mind. But yeah, he is very charismatic. But it's got everything counts for me on the pitch. I don't care about how nice of a guy you are. I've said this about players as well. I don't care how nice you are. I need you to do your jobs. And if you can't do your jobs, let's get other people that can do it. But at this point in time, it's calm for me. It's calm. But I mean, SJ44 saying after the mess he sorted in the summer, Farke gets a pass for now. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Woo, damn. Um, Okay, Jamie here saying, "Am I missing something here? Farke will come good. We need patience. Look how many players went, and he needs time." Yeah, I think what it is, Jamie. I think it's just with him trusting a couple of players that have consistently let us down before. That people are worried about that. Is he starting to get the passion merchant bug in him? But I'm not convinced by that yet because, like I say, he keeps talking in press conferences, but then doing the opposite. It's like when he said he doesn't like to make changes when things have gone well. Well, we kept a clean sheet against Millwall, didn't we? And then he still dropped one of the defenders who helped us get a clean sheet. So I just think that sometimes just placates to the crowd, the bigger crowd, that passion merchants, but then he will continue to do his own thing. That's what he's got to do. Bob T saying Archie Gray, by the way, yeah, great to see Archie Gray back in the team. He was good and he looked well rested today. You know, there was a couple games before he was rested where he was looking a little leggy. He was helping out Luke Ayling down on the right, which he had to do, but he was real good today, Archie Gray. And even when he lost possession that time, Ampadu was there just to help clear, help him clean up, and it was all good. Uh, yeah, Jamie. That's understandable. Cage. Olgar must have some suspect footage. I don't know what they got, man, but yeah. Paul saying Will Shack's not. I don't know. He didn't even make the bench. Didn't even make the bench today, so I don't know. I'll check if there's any quotes, and then we'll get out of here because, like I say, there really isn't much else to say about this game today. Um, okay, okay, here we go then. Let's get a couple of quotes. Oh man, people look, the mid-roll adverts in live stream, that's by YouTube now. So don't moan about them. Seriously, creators get paid very little. So don't moan about it. Seriously. If it's a problem for you, go away. Seriously. It really isn't any business of mine. It's not me that's doing it. It's YouTube that has entered the mid-rolls in live stream now. They're just trying to help creators out a bit more. Funny enough, it's always the people that don't actually donate to their channel that always moan about free content, but it is what it is, people. Right, let's have a look. Farker's reaction. I'm really happy. You can be. Oh, have I shared the screen? I have done. Courtesy of Phil Hay. I'm really happy. You can be great. You could be on a great spell like we were before Southampton, but it's the same. When there's one difficult result, the next game is difficult. To grind out a result, it's never champagne or football fireworks. It's hard work. It certainly was. To answer a disappointing result with a win is fantastic. Farker on the second half, it was just the way the game developed. You don't score the second goal, and all of a sudden the opponent thinks, okay, there's a chance. We still dominated each and every statistic. Okay, let me just refresh and see if there's anything else that he's said. Uh, okay, Farker said he was too far away to judge the Begovic Bamford incident. I have to trust the referee. And Shackleton, there we are. Shackleton missing tonight because of a shoulder knock. Yeah, listen. Yeah, Farker just gave the old Arsene Wenger. I didn't see it. You know, I didn't see it. Yeah, clean sheet. Great point. Get YouTube Premium if you don't like ads. Seriously, yeah, yeah. Don't moan. Don't. One thing I'll say to people, man, don't moan to creators about when there's ads in videos. Seriously, it's annoying because it's nothing that creators can do about it, and you get very little back. So when they do pop up, they don't even last that long. They're 20 seconds at best if you can't skip them. So just let it go. Seriously. Or get YouTube Premium. Well done. But yeah, Farker there pulling the old Arsene Wenger there. Yeah, SJ44 Farker doing the Wenger 100%. Um, and yeah, that is it. I don't think there's anything else from Farker. I think that will be it. Let's just refresh it one more time, and then let's get out of here, people. Oh no, there's more. Oh no. Oh god. Right. Farker on Bamford's performance. I should have left it, shouldn't I? It's top draw to have an option like Patrick there. We've missed him while he was away, and to be able to bring on a proven goal scorer at this level was quite crucial. Yeah. Oh, okay. Ah, All right then. On that note, we'll take the 1-0. Yeah, on that note, we'll take the 1-0 win. Um, yeah, we'll take the 1-0 win and we'll move on from that. We'll end the stream. Oh God. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I have no words at this point. And plus it's late. And like I say, I'm not really 100% at this time. So people, please hit a like on the video before you go and put your comments below on anything to do with the game. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you for the preview for the Bristol City game. Peace out, people. Peace out.